some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there was some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grab behind the line. It's Tatum. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Nice move to keep running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking to throw again. They go to the wide receiver screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook, Jordan, and Patton, breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Off the RPO, complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on
touchdown, Auburn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front, created the open. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Thanks to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. The coverage team was down there to corral it, and they made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he's loose, and he'll take it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Back to pass on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Creates a little space.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room. It's Tatum. Turning it on. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. After run, now throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Tatum.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Sends it back in motion. Dumps it off in the flats. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And, oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
Touchdown, Trojans. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
How about the job by this field goal blocking? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash it.
There he goes. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. And the pummeling has started.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes a connection. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Red pass, it's complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give from the gun. Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Trying to pound their way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle.
Big guy tries to barrel in. And they're going to... The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been...
Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.